Let's go ahead and bring in Steiner Sports CEO, Brandon Steiner.
One of the country's top memorabilia mogul.
I have an unbelievable guest, Brandon Steiner.
Brandon's second to none.
I love this idea. We are going right into entrepreneurism. And listen, if you're somebody who just puts in a hard day's work, goes home, eats, goes to sleep, if you're somebody who kind of does as little as you have to do, and you're okay with that, if you're somebody who actually works Monday to Friday and you can't wait till Friday, this show's not for you. Click it off. This is not going to be for you. We want the night grinders. That's right. The ones who work all day, and then when other people go to sleep, you're grinding. And I have two gentlemen with me. First, the creator of Night Grinders, DaJuan Coleman. How are you?
I'm good.
And also, I'm a little biased. Played for my Syracuse Orange. He's a Burroughs guy. He's what it's all about. And now he's got the entrepreneurial little thing going on. Mm-hmm. We got Ethan Kimmel.
Thanks for having me.
Now, what I love about Ethan, I just got to tell you a quick story before we get to you, DaJuan, and that is what's great about this guy is that he was working for USA, and just the enthusiasm was what got my attention. I didn't know if he actually knew what he was talking about. I don't know because I didn't really know a whole lot about USA Apparel, Team USA, but you were so enthusiastic and passionate that it got my attention. So when this project came up and DaJuan and I were calling, I immediately said to DaJuan, you need to hook up with Ethan. I think he's going to have the enthusiasm, passion to match up with what you need and see where this goes. Yes. Now, by the way, I'm going right with the owl because I don't like this idea. I love this idea because I'm a night grinder. And if you're somebody who doesn't really look to sleep, you're not looking for Friday, happy hours, no, you want to grind out, work, this is the concept. I love the concept, but how'd you come up with it? By the way, this is nice.
Thank you.
So people can buy all this stuff. First of all, how'd you come up with the idea? How does it feel to come up with a brand like this that's now taking some attention and getting some notoriety?
Oh, I feel real good, just to come up with a brand like this and everybody is paying attention. It feel real good. And basically, I came up with Night Grind a few years back, I would say when I was playing for Syracuse, and I had a few injuries, and in order to get back.
Hold on, a few? Come on.
I had 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I had 3.
Serious
injuries. Yeah. So
they were telling you that you were done.
After my second surgery, it was a 25% chance I would even be playing basketball again.
You were a Ronald McDonald All-American.
Yep.
Very highly recruited. You were a rock 5-star.
Yes,
you were a rock star coming out of high school. I remember seeing you day one. I saw you day one when you went to Syracuse.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you right outside the Mello Center. I was like, wow. You were just bigger than life. And you. What's surprising me is how popular you were at Syracuse. Mm-hmm. Kids, the fan. People love you up at the Cuse. Mm-hmm. You become this you're just like the fans player.
Yeah.
They love you. Where does all that come from?
I'm from Syracuse. Yeah.
Originally.
I'm from Syracuse.
So the Burroughs was just something you did in high school.
No, I think you got that confused. I was always from Syracuse.
And you played up at Syracuse?
Yep, I grew up.
Oh, so you're all Syracuse?
Yeah, born and raised in Syracuse.
So you're kind of a homebred. So I thought for some reason you were from the Burroughs.
No,
my bad, my mistake. You seem like a Burroughs guy, but so maybe I'm mistaken on that. So you're a Syracuse guy, fan favorite. You got those injuries, and they were pretty tough injuries, and you come up with Night Grinder.
Yeah,
You were thinking about the concept and then putting it onto clothing.
Mm-hmm. So basically, in order to get back, I had to put in a lot of work. After my second surgery, I had to basically teach myself how to run again. You know what I mean? It was a tough time, and basically, I came up with Night Grind because that was a lifestyle for me. You know what I mean? So, and I definitely wanted just to make it into a brand and have a lot of other people inspired by it. So.
What were you like a 24/7 kind of character? Were you just in the gym and what was? Give me a little bit of a feel on what those couple of years were like.
It was hard, but just coming up from Syracuse, I really never had a lot. So, in order for me to get where I'm at today, I know that I have to put in a lot of work. You know what I mean? Because it's not too much things that come out of Syracuse that's great besides the university. So. I really had to put in a lot of work to get where I'm at today, and I think
Do you have like a definition of night grinders? You want to define what a night grinder is?
it's just somebody that's just putting in the work constantly, 24/7. No matter your circumstances, you put in the work. You trying to get better at your craft.
Cool.
To add on to that, I think night
yep.
grind's all about it's the work you put in when no one else is watching.
Yes.
At night in
Definitely.
the gym, it's when like your true character is shown when the eyes aren't on you. It's what you do when people aren't watching.
Now, when you go to let's get the website for people watching out there.
It's nightgrind.net.
Okay, nightgrind.net, because if everybody taking a look, go give that a look. You can buy a few
Some
things
jackets
if you
over
want.
here.
I'm definitely buying something today. I need to be a night grinder. I need to be reading. I may have to actually do the show with my night grinder
I think
stuff
you might
on.
have to, yeah.
Because I'm a night grinder. When everybody's sleeping, I want to work. I definitely want the advantage. Where is this going? Talk to me about your sales and how you come up with this particular product and what's next.
So sure. So we launched our site 2 weeks ago. Our first week of sales, starts steadily selling jackets, and it's gradual. You can't stock up on too much inventory because you gotta build capital. But as you can see, these jackets we've gotten some really
Nice
great
quality,
feedback.
not bad.
Good
Nice.
quality, and it's
Got a little
actually,
Syracuse going, but you got other colors, right?
not only are they nice jackets, they actually fold up into these bags. So like if you're traveling, great for travel, camping, whatever it is, portable on the go.
So you got this jacket. Is this the primary initial launch product? Or
So
are you
this
doing
was-
T-shirts? Or are you doing?
So this is our initial launch product, and then over the course of the next 2 months, we have T-shirts, bomber jackets, sweatpants, socks, all coming out.
What can I buy now?
So
You
now,
can buy these jackets right
yes,
now.
you can buy these
Jackets. Right now you're in the jacket
Yeah, on the
game.
site right
Correct.
now.
And then like next month will be hats, T-shirts.
Yeah, and so our goal in February for the Syracuse UNC game, we have we're starting with the Syracuse community. That's DaJuan's fans. It's
Yeah.
the guys who love him. We're starting in Syracuse with the Syracuse product line, orange and blue, marketing that.
So what colors are these available?
So we have blue, yellow, red, gray, orange, and then navy blue as well, and
black.
the black one that
Yep.
DaJuan's wearing right here.
Man, before we get too carried away with this show right now, we need to order one of these black ones for me right now on the site. See if that works.
All right.
Go right on the site right now because I got my night grinder stuff going on.
Love
I'm
it,
gonna wear
love
this,
it.
but what I need is my that rough Russell gray T-shirt.
Yeah.
That looks like I've been in the gym sweating immediately.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
that not that dry fit. No, I'm talking that old Champion. The old thick kind
Real
of
deal,
100%
What
that
NFL
cotton.
players would wear under their pads in the 70s.
Old school,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
The
yeah.
old school night grinder like that, and I still play with that Russell T-shirt.
Really?
The Russell. Oh, I still play with that because I just feel like
It's a grinder.
yeah, it just feels like
yeah.
that's it's the dry fit's just too fancy for me. Although I do like some of the dry fit stuff that Nike does, but I like that. But how's it feel to be an entrepreneur?
It feels good. It feels good to just put in the work and just have everybody just appreciate what your designs and stuff you come out with. So it feels good. It's a lot of work, but we up to the challenge.
Now you're multitasking because you're a grad assistant, so you're coaching and still going to school as well.
No,
What school are you done?
No, I'm done. I'm done with school.
Now, how much? What did you get? What degrees did you end up getting at Syracuse?
Instructional design and film and study, child and film studies.
Cool.
Yep.
So you're done with your degree. So really, you focus on the basketball stuff that you have,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then you're doing this.
Yes.
So you got to make this work, dude.
Definitely.
You got pressure.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Pressure with all the
Putting in a
I
lot
confidence.
love being in a room where
Yeah.
people are
Oh, yeah.
feeling a little bit, right? If you're not feeling a little pressure, just click off. We don't need you to watch this because this is for people that are feeling it, that want to go and take things to the next level. That's what I love about this show, people that want to learn something.
Absolutely.
So tell me the process here. You come up with an idea. You come up with a beautiful logo. How do you go about getting this product and getting this going?
Well, first, I come up with the logo. Then, after I get done with the logo, I have to basically get the material. What material we want to go with, the prices.
So you look through a whole bunch of jackets?
Yes,
Different
definitely.
products?
And we go for the best one that fit our brand. Then we get the embroidery process going. Then we post it up right on the site. So
Done a nice job, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Something you want to add to this process?
Yeah, just to add on, me and DaJuan are so great in terms of working together. We're constantly bouncing ideas
You're a
off of each
sophomore,
other.
by the way. Let's not get crazy here. But you don't seem like you look like you're
Yeah,
bouncing, ready to go.
Always be working, right?
So you're a sophomore. Yes?
Correct. Sophomore.
It's unbelievable.
Sport management major.
So you guys team up, and now so you got the website going. Like, are you working on social media? What are your priorities?
Yeah, so social media is huge, and I think nowadays Instagram's become the top, app for social media in terms of promotion, and so we really rely on that a lot. Twitter, we're not really in the Facebook area yet, just because we don't feel like our target audience is on Facebook. They're more gravitating towards Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter.
Okay.
So Instagram's a great tool, constantly posting pictures of
How
jackets.
much are these?
So these are $125.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Ben, follow me here. Do you want my jacket? Nobody does what I ask. I have so many employees. Nobody does what I ask. Of course. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm glad you didn't order it. You did the right thing, as always. You always, right? In spite of yourself, you always do the right thing. Ben, follow me here for a second. Tell me what you think night grinder means. Tell me your favorite night grinder. Tell me somebody that's an amazing night grinder. We're going to do a contest to give one of these away. We'll buy 2 of them. We're giving one away. Some point by the end of the day, you got to define what a night grinder is. Tell me. I want email in. If you have a night grinder story you want to tell us, phone in, email in, message in right below. Your night grinder and your phone number. We'll get you on the line. We'll talk to you about it. We want to talk to night grinders right now. If you have a night grinder you want to give some props to, whoever's got the best night grinder story is going to win one of these jackets. You'll pick the color and size. We'll order it. So we're going to wait till later this afternoon to order my jacket. So I'm definitely getting this black one. And then we'll order whatever color you want. But some of these colors are actually really nice. The gray and blue and orange. Tell me what night grinder means to you. You have this copyrighted?
We're in the works.
So it's in the works.
Good.
Works. And where's your target audience? Who is the ultimate night grinder? Who's your customer?
I think our customer right now is the college students. Yeah, and ages from, besides college students, ages from 18 to 30. So. Okay.
Now, I guess the question is do you have like a tagline to night grinder?
A tagline as in a slogan other than night grind?
Yeah, like Steiner Sports is remember the moment, or bring your hero home for the holiday, or remember the moment is kind of like moments that matter.
Yeah.
That's like our Steiner thing. Like night grinder would be is for the person who never sleeps.
Exactly, for the person who's
who
always
never
working.
gives up, for the person who does whatever it takes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the best.
That's a night grinder. Somebody who does whatever it takes, right? Mm-hmm. So I think some of those kind of taglines is what wants to bounce off your website, and those are the things you're using in Twitter and Instagram to post out. Yeah. And also, you're looking for creative designs. Like a contest for you guys would be hey, look, here's what's a creative design? We're looking to do a new T-shirt. And something, if you come up with a T-shirt, we're going to give you $500 if you come up with a design that we want. So let people come up with what a night grinder T-shirt looks like. Something like that. Yeah.
When I think of night grind, the first athlete that comes to mind to me growing up is Kobe Bryant. Yes. I mean, to me, Kobe Bryant's the guy, he wouldn't leave the gym before he would win a game of horse. And for Kobe, it wasn't about taking 1,000 shots, it was about 1,000 makes. So it's always constantly grinding, constantly
I love
working,
that too.
Yeah.
Not about 1,000 shots, about 1,000 makes.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
And like with night grinder, is it? Do you have like your all-time night grinder team? It doesn't have to be all sports, but maybe you have this all night grinder team, and you have this like Brandon Steiner, Coach Boeheim. What's that?
We'd have you running the point.
Exactly. There's no question. I mean, well, thank you for that compliment. But you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if you had kind of the people that you really view as a night grinder. It would be a Bill Gates or a Warren Buffett. Who are your ultimate night grinders? Like Kobe Bryant, Mark Zuckerberg. Like, who are your night grinders that are the perfect example of people that did whatever it took to make this work?
Absolutely. We talk about Kobe Bryant. I mean, obviously the cliches are coming to mind, Jordan, Tom Brady, but they're cliches because they're true. And they're cliches because there's a reason they're so successful. Guys like Brady, with his diet, with his training regimen, they'll do whatever it takes to win, and they'll sacrifice whatever it takes. And even there's monetary night grinders too, in terms of, you look at guys, I'm not to use Tom Brady again, but constantly taking pay cuts to make the team better, sacrificing
I love that.
for the greater good.
But one thing I would say is, little clips of some of the most night grinding, coolest things you've ever seen, and kind of popping those out there is what I would recommend. So you create this whole kind of it's almost like a movement about being a night
Yeah,
grinder. You want to be
absolutely.
part of this club.
Yeah.
And I think it's important. Like, this is a good start, but I think it's important to get the T-shirt out quickly, and then maybe one or two other products that aren't as expensive.
Yeah, the shirts are coming soon.
You know, you come up with that $30 price point, bam, and that's people aren't going to pull the trigger on that. You know, jacket's nice, which I'm going to be happy to wear. So it's actually even a better product for me. But I like to see that T-shirts, and also what's really hot now, socks.
Yeah. Oh,
Socks are hot,
we
you know?
already have some model
Yeah.
socks that we're working on. Definitely T-shirt socks will be coming in the
It's
next
a big
few months.
undertaking, or what's your biggest challenge?
Our biggest challenge is, I want to say, the competition.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's our biggest challenge right now.
And
Just
to,
competing.
to add on to that, competition, but not only that, is being able to build a brand with such limited resources to begin with. You know, it takes time. As you know, it takes time to build a brand. You got to build capital. It's not easy.
Go to nightgrinder.net, order a jacket. It's not too late. These guys will ship it out quickly. But let me get to the ask here, okay? Obviously, go to the website, join up. You have like a sign up. So do you get newsletters on new products, or?
Yeah, so go to nightgrind.net, Instagram, nightgrind_. It will be.
So
we'll
as
post
products
it and
come out,
everything.
you'll announce that. But what's
Yeah.
the ask? Like, if I were to, all of a sudden we had a little genie here, and you were able to rub it, what would be the one thing you would need in your mind to go take this to the next level?
I think capital.
So you maybe looking for some investors, possibly.
Yeah, definitely.
How
some
much?
Investors. What would you say?
I'd say not more than 5,000, because at this point we need enough capital to increase our inventory to a certain point, and we're confident in our product that we can sell that inventory fast enough that we can make it back.
So let's
in
talk
2
about
weeks.
that for a second.
Sure.
$5,000 is going to give you a boost. What do you get for $5,000? Have you thought about that yet?
Yeah, so I mean, with that $5,000, let's say we do an order of jackets and we pay X amount of dollars for these jackets, and we're selling. Obviously, you mark up the price for whatever you're paying for them, and as that capital comes in, let's say we spend $1,000 on new jackets, and we make $2,500 from that. We're going to reinvest that into our business, you know. And as we make more and more money, we're going to keep reinvesting that, and at some point, we're going to start spending it on marketing and just different.
So right now you probably need a business plan.
Yeah, which
And now
is
at Syracuse, you got a lot of guys getting, a lot of people, guys and
Absolutely.
women, getting MBAs. So maybe one of those
Yeah.
grad students can help you with a business
marketing's
plan.
actually been huge for us. We've
Right.
actually had an interesting marketing tactic. Is that DaJuan's very friendly and familiar with a lot of these top athletes. I mean, playing for Syracuse, and he actually, little known fact, he
Yeah.
grew up with Latavius Murray,
Yeah.
current running back for the Vikings. They went to high school
So
together.
they're
in
going to
Syracuse.
help you.
Absolutely.
But you'd put that all in the plan. But the question is, the $5,000. If somebody gives that to you, are you giving up a percentage of the company? Are you giving up points? Are you giving a return on the investment? And in order to say that, for somebody to invest, you need a business plan that says, look, here's how much money we're going to make in 2018. Here's our sales. We're going to take that profit, put it back into more inventory. Also, we're going to put into some marketing. So somebody invests $5,000, they may not get it back for 2 years or 3 years, but you own a piece of the company. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
a
equity,
lot of twists and
absolutely.
turns. But the business plan, when you set it up, will give you the idea of the kind of revenue that you're anticipating to make. A little bit of the forecast of products. You're going to do this. You're going to do T-shirts. You're going to do hats. Maybe a hat. Maybe a sweatshirt. Blah blah blah. You need X amount of capital to go make those products, but it seems like you know how to go get the actual products to make. And then here's how much profit we anticipate making year 1, year 2, year 3. And by the way, for $5,000, you can own X percent of the company. We value this company, which is really important. The magic question is, what do you value this company? What's the valuation of this concept and this product? So you have a really cool idea. You've got a person who's extremely popular in the sports world, somebody who's big up in Syracuse. There's a market up there to be had, and the thing could take off if you pick up some other athletes that maybe you know. What's the value of this company? Is it $100,000? Is it $1 million? This is what you got to think about. Now, you don't have to answer that. I just want you guys to think about. You always want to try to get ahead of yourself in the strategy and the planning stages. Don't get ahead of yourself on the day-to-day tackling, blocking, and keep doing the good work. But you get ahead of yourself in the strategy and the planning, and you want to think about, because at some point, if you really want to borrow money, if it's from a bank, then you're still going to have to show a P&L and show your anticipated profits. If you're going to get an investor to invest in you, they're going to want to know what the company's worth. And the only way you tell that is by the projected sales and the profit on those sales. And that would then give you the valuation of the company. And then for $5,000, if your company's worth $100,000, you're offering $5,000 for 5%. There may be preferred rate of return or some interest on that money, depending.
Yeah.
And that's because ultimately it's very difficult to get into the apparel business
It's a tough business.
without either a bank or real money. This is inventory. You can be making a ton of money, but you may go out of business because you don't have enough money for the inventory.
Yeah.
So cash flow and having a line of credit and having some money to support sales. But you go out, you kill yourself and come up with a good product. Then you kill yourself to sell it. But you got to have the cash to go support the sale that you made and the product that you've made.
Yeah.
So this forecast is very important because it'll be the telltale sign for the bank or it'll be the telltale sign for an investor.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a business school up at Syracuse, like that's what they're there for. They would love to work on this project with you, and you probably could do it for almost nothing, if not nothing. And you'll learn about that and get that education probably for free.
Yeah.
By going to the dean of the business school up at Syracuse.
Yeah, I think DaJuan and I will have a lot more of an idea of how our company will be evaluated after we get our T-shirts done,
Yeah.
our socks, and those are all in the works. We already have the
So
designs.
you want to get a proven concept, which is important before you jump
Exactly.
the gun.
Exactly.
The T-shirt game isn't that much money if you go sell a few thousand of them, let's say, and maybe one other product. It's not enough investment to worry. And then after you have proof of concept and the logo stuff, you get some feedback. Then you go and decide if you want to go get a bank or you want to get an investor. But you're going to get one or the other. You can't be in this business without either an investor or a banker on a higher level. But you can do it on a neutral, smaller scale without it. You could probably run a business like this maybe with $100,000 in totality, which you keep putting your profits into it. Maybe you borrow a little bit of money for some friends.
And the nice thing
$50,000,
is,
$100,000 can buy you a decent amount of product and make you some money.
it's nice that we're starting local. Like starting in the Syracuse community, everyone knows DaJuan. We're spreading our brand awareness, and as we're able to grow this brand awareness, social media is huge for us. We're going to try and expand out to other schools. So
Okay.
to touch upon our future apparel in terms of the Syracuse product line, we're not using the actual brand, but we're using the colors so people can associate it with the school.
Fun.
And
So you do this for like Michigan.
Exactly,
With
so-
the maize and the blue. And
Absolutely. Wisconsin, you got the red and white.
Ben, any responses on the night grinder? If you're a night grinder out there, tell me why you're a night grinder. If you know a night grinder, define night grinder. You have an opportunity to win one of these jackets. Moving over to one other subject before I let you go. I know you're in that Mellow Center all the time and a lot of Syracuse followers. How's the team look? Are they real? I mean, it's a hell of a good start when everybody had them written off. Nobody thought they were going to be this good. But with a Coach Boeheim, the greatest of all time, he knows how to win. He knows how to get programs going. I hope he's not watching, but he is a little bit of an overachiever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's any doubt the man's achieving way more than consistently for like 50 years. But is this team good enough to go to the NCAAs? Because nobody was thinking they were.
I believe so. I think so. Yeah. They started off on a hot start, so they 10-1. They got a real good defense.
Yeah, the zone's looking phenomenal.
Great leaders out of Tyus and Frank, and I think they really have a good chance to make it to the tournament this year.
How good is Tyus?
He's really good. He's good. He put in a lot of work outside of practice. He's in the weight room. He's doing everything to improve his game, and it shows on the court every game.
Now, how about your big man?
Pascal, he's coming along.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Too cool.
Seems like he's filling up the middle really well and
Definitely.
clogging things up.
Blocking a lot of shots. It's hard to make a lot
You
of
guys
shots.
are close because, a lot of drills over the last couple of years
Yeah.
together. Moving along the way you would think?
Yeah, definitely. I think he got a little more work to do around the basket, but down in the middle on defense is really tough to get shots over him, and I think he's going to continue to get better throughout the season.
Give me one little tidbit about why Coach Boeheim is such a great coach. I mean, in the huddle, what is it? Is it in practice, the huddle? Is he funny? Something that we maybe not know because, I don't know, 1,000+ wins.
Yeah.
It's insane, like how he just continually figures out a way.
He know the game. He know the game of basketball. I mean, if you know him, outside of practice and outside of the games, he's at home watching games.
So he's a student.
Yeah, he's a student of their game. Yeah.
Do you always feel like I always feel like when I'm at games and I'm relatively close to, he just seems like he knows what's about to happen before it happens.
Yeah.
His timeouts, always something good comes from it.
Yeah.
Does it surprise you sometimes, like when he tell you something and it actually happens?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. for instance, when I was playing, I might do something wrong. He'd tell me, and I'm not really sure why he told me that. But then when I look at the film, then I could completely understand why, he gives the advice he do to players, and he's just an all around great coach. He know the game, and everybody got his respect. So
you remember the first thing I told you when you were staying outside the Mellow Center with Rock with Christmas?
when
It was day one. I don't know why I was up there for some reason, playing and hanging out. I run into you in Rock Christmas. You were out there. I think
yeah,
we
I
came
think
in together.
so. Then you say treat him like my girlfriend or something.
So you remember? I
Yeah.
said date the coach.
Yeah,
I said because if your girlfriend tells you what to do, you don't roll your eyes and not listen.
yeah,
I said just listen to everything he tells you, even though sometimes it's going to be hard, just like it is sometimes with your girlfriend. But women are always right. It kills me. It kills me. I'm like, my wife is like not right most of the time. She's always right. I just don't know. I understand how God set this thing up but it's kind of like that's how coach is. It's like, huh? But then he's always right.
Mm-hmm.
I said, date the coach, man. You remember that? I knew you'd remember that. Love you, man. Good job. Happy for you.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, if you're a night grinder out there, because right now I know you are, because it's the only reason you have stayed with this program. I love this product. Go on nightgrinder.net, pick up a jacket, or also register, follow my man here. These guys are working hard. They're getting their company going. I'm getting involved. I'm going to help these guys out. We're giving away one of these jackets if you give me a good story on a night grinder. Ben, are we getting some people replying on the night grinder?
Yeah, a couple people commenting in. Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan.
Absolutely.
Love it. Any last minute comments from you, Ben, before we sign off?
Nothing from me.
All right. For all you night grinders out there, I hope that kind of could be a little bit of a subtitle of this show. Be a night grinder. Don't be afraid to go all in. Don't be afraid to go all out. If you're setting up your plan for next year, okay, there is no need to have New Year's resolutions. It's bullshit, okay? Find a purpose. Find a reason why you want to be a night grinder, why you want to be great at what you do, and then let everything else take its course. But the purpose is what will lead you to commitment, and then that leads you to passion. And that's what we have here. We found a really cool concept. I really like this idea.
Thank you.
I love the night grinder idea, and I've watched you for 5 years. Nobody worked harder. So it's kind of sometimes, listen, I think if we talked 7 years ago, we probably think you'd be playing in the NBA, frankly.
Yeah.
You had those kind of skills. But then sometimes life has twists and turns, and this could be a good way for you to go.
Yeah,
You never
definitely.
know. It's good stuff, man. Yeah, you guys are doing a great job.
Thanks, Brandon.
We'll see you guys. Have a great weekend. We may surprise you one more time before we go away for break. We gave away a whole bunch of stuff this morning. But by the way, if you responded on the Night Grinder thing, we'll be giving away some gift cards and some Steiner T-shirts and other things like that. Keep an eye out for whoever wins the Night Grinder contest. We'll give that away in a few hours. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.